Guys, welcome to our channel once again. We have here these 10 questions to answer on the topic ecological management. So this video will be about the population of the atmosphere. So guys, ensure to stay till the end of this video. Let's go ahead and start with the first question here. It says, the effect of chlorofluorocarbon is A. Reduction of oxygen concentration in the atmosphere. B. Screening of ultraviolet ray. C. Increase in carbon dioxide concentration. And D. Depletion of the ozone layer. So guys, actually the answer to this question is option D, and that's depletion of the ozone layer. So chlorofluorocarbon actually causes the depletion of the ozone layer, and that's the answer to this question. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 2 here. It says the depletion of ozone layer will result in the Earth's surface receiving more A. X-ray, B. Infrared ray, C. Ultraviolet rays, and D. Gamma ray. So guys, the answer to this question is option C here, and that's ultraviolet rays. So if the ozone layer is depleted, there will be more penetration of the UV rays, and that's it for that question, option C. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 3 here. It says the following are greenhouse gases except A. Chlorofluorocarbon, B. Carbon dioxide, C. Methane, and D. Oxygen. So guys, all the gases listed here, option A, B, C, and D. Here we have chlorofluorocarbon as a greenhouse gas. Yes. Carbon dioxide is also a greenhouse gas. Methane is also a non-greenhouse gas. But guys, oxygen is not a greenhouse gas, and as such, that's the answer to this question, option D. So guys, let's go ahead and consider the next question. That's question number 4 here. It says, use the substances listed below to answer this question. We have I, fertilizer, II, insecticide, III, sewage, IV, crude oil, V, sulfur dioxide. So the question here says, the atmosphere can be polluted by A. IV only, B. III only, C. I only, D. II, and V only. So guys, the atmosphere can be polluted by the insecticides and sulfur dioxide. That's because they contain gases, whereas the other ones here, fertilizer is solid, the sewage and crude oil can be liquid form. But guys, the only ones here that has the tendencies of polluting the atmosphere here options II and IV, and that's D here. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question 5 here. It says, when a farmer sprays crops with pesticides, the pesticides become A. Poisonous to all plants, B. is broken down by soil algae, C. absorbed by bodies of mammals, D. easily washed down into lakes and rivers. So guys, when pesticides are used on crops, they can easily be washed down into lakes and rivers, and that's option D here. So that's the answer to this question, guys. Let's go ahead and consider the next question. That's question number 6 here. It says, algae bloom depletes oxygen content of bodies of water polluted by A. thermal plant discharge, B. industrial effluents, C. crude oil spillage, D. raw sewage disposal. So guys, the answer to this question is option D, and that's raw sewage disposal. So algae bloom depletes oxygen content of bodies of water polluted by raw sewage disposal. And that's it for that question, guys. Let's go ahead and consider the next question. That's question number 7 here. It says, which of the following orders correctly represents the trend in eutrophication? We have A. excess nitrates and phosphates, then lack of oxygen, then massive algal growth, then death of aquatic organisms. B. excess nitrates and phosphates, then massive algal growth, then lack of oxygen, then death of aquatic organisms. C. heavy mineralization, then lack of oxygen, then massive algal growth. D. lack of oxygen, death of aquatic organism, then massive algal growth. So guys, the answer to this question is option B here, excess nitrates and phosphates, then leading to massive algal growth, which then leads to lack of oxygen, and then finally death of aquatic organisms. So that's the correct representation of the trend in eutrophication. So that's it for that question. Let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. Question number 8 here, it says, air pollution can be reduced by the following methods except A, building tall factory chimneys, B, passing waste gases through filters and absorbers, C, using lead-free petrol in cars, D, recycling tins, cans and bottles. So guys, the answer to this question is option D here, recycling tins, cans and bottles. So all the other options here can help reduce pollution of air. But guys, recycling tins, cans and bottles doesn't have anything to do with air pollution specifically, and that's the answer to this question, option D. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 9 here. It says, the use of water closets and septic tanks is preferred to use buckets and pit latrines because A, it is cost effective, B, the water flushing contains chlorine which kills germs, C, contaminated feces are completely kept away from flies, D, it prevents flies from breeding. So guys, the answer to this question is option D here. Water closets and septic tanks actually helps to prevent breeding of flies in the toiletries compared to the use of pit latrines and bucket toilets. So that's it for that question, guys. Let's go ahead and consider the next and the last question here. That's question number 10 here. It says, improper sewage disposal could be dangerous for the following reasons except A, the spread of gastrointestinal diseases are enhanced, B, the smell of carelessly disposed sewage water is most undesirable, C, resultant outbreak of waterborne diseases, and D, there will be little space for disposal of waste. So guys, the odd option here is option D, there will be little space for disposal of waste. Actually, the improper disposal of sewage could actually cause any of the options A, B, C, but not D, guys. Improper sewage disposal is not meant to have anything to do with the space required for disposal of waste. So as such, that's the answer to this question. So guys, this is where we end this video for today. If you enjoyed this lesson, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're not a subscriber. Also, if you have any specific question regarding this video, you can drop your question on the comment section below and we'll ensure to give you a response. So finally, guys, we want to encourage you to join our YouTube channel community. You can join this community by hitting the join button below and we'll see you right there. So thank you once again for watching this video and see you on the next one.